All right, well, howdy folks, and welcome to
another episode
of Lifestyle Overland. We are back in one of our most favorite places in the world and hunting for camp. Wind is up quite a bit, so could get a little tricky. As you know, Mama Bear's not super enthusiastic about camping in the wind, so we're gonna do our best to find us a place nestled in next to a canyon or a cliff or something. So let's see what we can find. Because it's backed up against this cliff face. Sorry, it's probably... Whew. I can't get out of the wind. I think it's gonna work. Whew. Anyway, the wind was supposed to be coming out of the north. It's currently coming out of the west, so this plan did not work. So I'm gonna have to try and find another spot for shelter, although it's kind of nice under here. It's just swirling. 1 minute it's coming from that way, the next minute hits the cliff and bounces in the other way, so keep hunting. That's 1898, not 1998. Such a shame because this is a cool spot. Wow, it's not bad in here. So cool. Well, we came up in this little canyon here and it looked like a great option. There's a couple others that have already been taken by some people in some RVs. This trail is a little more technical, so kind of kept some folks out. But now that we're in here, the wind has decided to come out of the south. We're cursed. I feel like we're cursed when it comes to the wind sometimes. All right, well, I think we found the best option for the winds that we're dealing with. We're still getting a swirl every now and then. It is a little bit cool, but this will work. We got a little bit of blockage from these big rocks here. It's an old campsite, lots of old fire rings. Definitely needs some TLC, so we're gonna be picking up some glass and bottles and stuff that have been left behind. Leave a little bit better than we found it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll take it. Well, you might notice the absence of Sarah, and that's because she's holed up in the GX, feeding the baby, getting the baby sleep. Abigail's a little bit fussy right now, so I want to make sure she's nice and rested because tonight's going to be a little bit of a challenge. If you follow the channel at all, you know that wind has always been the bane of our existence. We always struggle with trying to find places to get out of the wind. We've sacrificed epic views just so we could get out of the wind or potential wind. And so it makes cooking really difficult, especially when it's cold like this. You're gonna end up getting chilled to the bone. And then if there's any dust around, it just gets into everything. And so not big fans of the wind. I don't really know anyone that is who does this frequently. So we did our best. We found this little pocket, but the wind's still swirling. It's coming from 360 degrees. It is absolutely whipping out that way. Almost got camp set up. Going to get some pork chops cooking here in just a second. Hopefully the wind's supposed to die down as we move on through the evening, but this is one of those miserable parts. And when you're already dealing with a baby who's new to all this, now we do have a special guest joining us on this little adventure, this little camp out, and that is the Nuttall family with Artie and Stacy and their kids. And they're going to be bringing a trailer that is pretty incredible and hard-sided and perfect for windy conditions like this. So I'm curious to see how that works for them.
Addie.
Addie. Say hi, Addie. I'm Abby. She's like, another little person?
Another little person.
There's more? Don't you miss it? Oh. Just don't miss the late nights. Yeah.
What do you think about this, huh?
Say, so long as the wind doesn't blow in my face.
Oh my goodness. You like this little kit?
Yeah, it's just this little tray. Just this little...
Where's the tray at?
Right here.
See, this is what happens when she starts cooking without me. There's important things to film, and she just goes on about her business.
Hey, listen, with the baby, and it's 8 o'clock.
Hey, that's like an hour and a half earlier than the last trip.
It
though.
was. Kevin told me to stick to a tried and true meal. So, meat, green beans, and potatoes.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I need to go
That's
rock
it.
somebody. Oh, wow. All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
We embrace it and we say, let's enjoy outside. Yeah. Let's enjoy outside.
She's like, yeah, but I can't play with my toy, Mom. Look at these hands. What can I do with these hands? While Sarah got supper ready, I took a second to check on the dinner progress with our new neighbors. Sarah and I have occasionally dreamed of a sleep inside trailer for a couple of years now, and it's safe to say this one is very enticing. By the way, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss an upcoming walk around of this work of overland art. Our tried and true dinner plans turned out to be a success, and soon delicious smells were swirling through camp as the wind died down and treated us to a calm, cool night around the campfire. Needless to say, we all sighed with a little bit of relief and relaxed knowing that at least one challenge would be behind us for the night.
Light in the morning, coffee in my cup, the sound of your footsteps waking me up, the face of an old friend you haven't seen in years, stories turn to songs and laughter to tears. These things aren't a given, they're a gift to behold, like the first leaves of autumn, our breath in the cold. Ready to, sometimes all you need is ready to try and hold on to your hands in the garden, the smile of a child swimming in the river, walking the last sweet mile, the first crack of thunder, the heavenly rain, all that gets taken and all that remains. These things are like the first sip of whiskey and dancing real slow. Sometimes all you need is gratitude. Just try and hold on to city lights, sunrise, long drive, late nights, shady grove. The love we know, isn't that what matters most? These things aren't a given, they're the heartbeats of time. The songbird in the willow, the wind in the pine.
Good morning. Quite the chilly night last night. We weren't really expecting it to get that cold, but thankfully brought trusty old diesel heater for Sarah, so she stayed warm. Might not have slept as great as she'd hoped, but at least she was toasty. Right, babe? Yep. We're all tired. The girls, I don't know if they went to sleep at all. I heard them talking up until about 3:30, and then they were back up again at 6. So I don't know if they even went to sleep, but now they're out running through these rocks, just climbing and playing and stuff. So, phew, to have that energy. Did you guys have a slumber party last night?
Yes.
How did that go?
We stayed up till 2:30.
Yep, we didn't actually get any sleep.
So what time were you up and about?
Like 6 or 8 or something.
Yeah, 6.
We ate Pringles for breakfast, so.
Pringles for breakfast.
Yeah.
Hey, breakfast of champions. And sleepovers.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah, you trying to get out? You want to go play with these girls? You want to go play? Yeah. Here comes Kevin with the product placements. Well, good morning, Artie.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing over here?
Good.
Did you guys get to sleep with those girls partying upstairs?
Barely.
Barely. Well, I was way over there and I still heard them, so I feel for you.
Yeah. And then I woke up hot at 6, and they were talking. Just Caroline's telling stories.
Well, now you're just bragging.
There.
You woke up hot. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Just throwing that in there, right? That's like my product placement. What's for breakfast?
so yeah, we're just whipping up some breakfast burritos here.
Oh yeah. Oh, you went with the good stuff. The easy stuff.
the easy
Keyword.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That smells amazing. Meanwhile, back at the LSO camp, Sarah was keeping it simple again this morning with classic bacon and eggs. Though she did have one trick up her sleeve to make it even more special by frying the eggs in bacon grease for a truly immersive experience. Since, as you know, there's no better complement to a side of bacon than, well, pretty much anything else bacon flavored. Oh, and we threw in some strawberries to help water down the grease a bit and, quote-unquote, keep it healthy. In case you missed it in the last episode, we recently moved the tent from the 4Runner onto the trailer to give Sarah and Abigail plenty of room to rest, since Abigail's sleep pattern can be a bit sporadic. And while we can all fit in the iCamper, it's a bit tight when you need to feed, rock, and change a baby in the middle of the night. So this just made it a bit easier on all of us with some extra space. that a diaper changing table?
It is now.
Part of the reason we chose to camp here wasn't just because it gave us some shelter from the wind, but also because it was clear the area needed some sprucing up. And so, I rallied the ladies, outfitted them with gloves, a trash grabber, and a trash bag to help leave this spot a bit better than we found it. And while most of the campsites we've stayed at in the past couple years have been remarkably clean thanks to what seems to be an ever-improving collection of outdoor-loving folks, this one hadn't been visited in a while, so we took a few minutes to make sure it would look a lot better for future visitors. With our campsite looking refreshed, it was time to hit the trail, and today we had a list of special spots to share with our friends. Our first stop was to inspect a rock covered in petroglyphs with one particularly impressive depiction of 3 ancient figures etched on the west side of a massive boulder. This rock also has a rainbow and several very long snakes alongside some recent vandalism. It should go without saying, but please express your artwork elsewhere and let these ancient works stand alone for future generations to enjoy. We'll always have those folks who don't care, but help us educate those who don't know by passing this on to your traveling companions.
Mom, Addie's jumping
Go for it, Daddy. You got it.
A bit further down the road, we stopped at yet another mind-boggling work of art, left behind by a prehistoric inhabitant of this land. A single dinosaur track from the footstep of a young Allosaurus who once prowled a very different landscape from what we see today. Could you imagine what it would be like if these were still around? I think bears would be the least of our worries. Finally, we arrived at one of our favorite panels of artwork in the Southwest, with a collection of very old and nearly faded petroglyphs alongside some still vibrant red and yellow pictographs. In this region, these were typically painted with iron-rich pastes for the reds and uranium-rich pastes for the yellows. We absolutely love to sit in front of these images and just imagine what the artists were trying to convey. Why the long torsos? Were these depictions of gods, spirits, aliens? Or was it a more symbolic representation for people of note in their tribe, such as shaman or elders? Are these angels or representations of a rain god? Are the horned figures demons or a tribal leader in headgear from an animal? Or maybe are all of these just simply doodles from the younger tribe members attempting to depict fictional stories that their elders passed down for generations? The possibilities here are endless, and that's what makes it so intriguing and enjoyable to come here and imagine what they were trying to say.
I am fairly well now, I am strong, I am goodbye, I'm a long way from home. I am an orchard at the start of spring, I am a mockingbird, I love to sing, and I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna fly. I am an old road walking on my feet, I am laughing neath the weeping willow tree, I am a dog barking, a honeybee sting, I ain't no angel but I've got my wings, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly, fly. I am moving, I am flesh and bones. I am a gunshot with a microphone. I'm a boy at the window as the summer sun sets. An old man in winter, nothing more, nothing less. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly.
All right, well, we're just hitting a lot of incredible high points along this section of Utah, and now we're headed to probably one of our favorite, somewhat technical trails in the area. After only a couple of hours of sleep during the girls' slumber party the night before, their enthusiasm and energy finally gave out, and so a trail nap was in order. Truthfully, we were all feeling a bit worn down as my plans for a short and achievable day for baby Abigail stretched on and on into the setting sun, and we still had a long way to go yet. But it seems that she was born for this, and after a quick stop for food and snuggles, we made our way through the canyon during that magical golden hour which Utah is so good at showing off. Are y'all well rested now?
Yeah.
You ready for another all-nighter?
Yes. We've already planned it. We have all the snacks planned out, everything.
Oh wow, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
nailed it. What do you think about that? Huh?
Do you like that, honey?
No,
Good job. You nailed it. You nailed it.
Boy.
After a visually stunning drive through another incredible Utah canyon, it was time to head for civilization and chalk this up to another successful adventure for baby Abigail. Our family was quickly falling into a routine that had us excited for longer adventures to distant places. It was also a special time sharing some of our favorite places in the backcountry with our friends. It's also worth mentioning that it was very interesting to watch the trailer feed and sleep 6 people while also navigating the trails with more ease and grace than we imagined from a trailer of that footprint. Sarah and I would be lying if we said this style trailer didn't have our attention, especially at this point in our ventures with a new baby, as we've definitely begun to miss the convenience of our old expedition style trailers. So, who knows? It could get interesting. We hope you've enjoyed this ride with us and our friends. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss the next adventure. Patrons, thank you so much for all you do to fuel the adventure on this channel. We simply couldn't do it without you. If you would like to support these travels and get access to all kinds of bonus information like secret campsites, behind the scenes chats, and so much more, then head over to lso.link/support and join our incredible community. Until next time, stay curious and remember, leave it better than you found it.